Oh, fuck. Oh, hey. I had a long day at work and I didn't eat all day, so let's get right to it. Before we go over streaming suggestions for the next 2 weeks, I just thought I'd mention Concrete Cowboy because I feel like a lot of people are watching it right now. If you don't know what that is, it is on Netflix. And it stars Idris Elba and Caleb McLaughlin. Idris Elba, you already know what Idris Elba is. He's going to be in the new Suicide Squad. He was in the shitty Dark Tower. He was in the not well known enough Mandela film and other things. I first noticed him in Obsessed. I'm like, that's a cool motherfucker. Or The Wire. I think The Wire is what he's most known for. Really good at an American accent, but if you listen closely, he slips often. In any case, he's a really good actor, but half of his movies suck. So this one I was a little bit skeptical of, but ended up pretty good. So Concrete Cowboy is basically about a kid played by Caleb McLaughlin. In real life, Caleb is 18, 19-ish, and this kid is about that age. He's in high school. We open up with him getting dropped at, or getting expelled from North Detroit High School, and his mom's fed up, so he decides to send him with his dad. And we don't know much about their past, but we do know that he does not like his dad, and it seems to be that his dad used to want nothing to do with him. Without giving away too many spoilers, you find out that like they've been estranged for a very long time, and that Caleb's character Cole used to live in Philly, which is where his dad is now, and he's supposed to stay with him for the summer while the mom finally gets a break off of her asshole kid. Now, he is actually a cowboy, and by he, I mean Idris Elba's character, Harp. And what is you thinking like a cowboy, like a gunslinger? And this must take place in, the 1600s, the 1400s. I don't know, whenever cowboys were big. But no, cowboys are existent of today. And it is actually a look at how there are cowboys in Philadelphia today. They literally, they wrangle horses. They have a conversation about it that cowboys were originally black men, cow hands, and they were the ones that would actually break the horses. And basically, Caleb's character Cole has to try to break a horse while he also gets broken himself. So it's like a coming of age story. Fish out of water story, and some of the actors in it are actually real cowboys in Philadelphia. The end credits are interviews with them and other cowboys, and it's actually pretty interesting. Overall, the movie was much better than I thought it was going to be. A lot less Idris Elba than I thought there was going to be, but it wasn't needed. It was still entertaining enough. The second half was, but especially there's this one shot at the very end where they pan from left to right of each character's face looking directly at the camera. But every single one of them does this. Like looks around because they just can't help it. I'm assuming the rig was huge, but I don't know. That really bothered me. The first half was better, but it is a very good movie. Caleb McLaughlin, he is from Stranger Things. He is very good. I thought that he would be like just okay, but I appreciated his acting. Also, Jarrell Jerome, who is from, I think, Moonlight. Yeah, he was in Moonlight and When They See Us. Oh, yeah, and he's also in Mr. Mercedes. That's how I know him. Very great actor. He played a very good role in this as well. It was decent. It's worth a watch. The question is to pop or not to pop, and I choose pop. Just, it's not like, oh my god, this is poppin'. It's just like, oh yeah, that pops. That's going to be my new rating system, by the way. To pop or not to pop. And this one, I choose pop. Moving on for the rest of the next couple weeks is not much. So, Disney Plus, Falcon and Winter Soldier on Fridays, and that's it. Amazon. April 7th is a movie called High Rise, which is very, very different, but it does star Tom Hiddleston in a I guess, post-apocalyptic apartment world. Hard to explain, but check it out if you want to watch something weird. Troll Hunter is one of the best mockumentaries I've ever seen. I don't want to tell you what it's about. Just look at the title, and that may be what it's about. But it is also worth watching. On April 9th, there's a new television series called Them, which looks very similar to the film Us. And it does revolve around black characters with black writers and black directors, but apparently it's an anthology series. I'm trying to stay away from this trailer, even though it doesn't give away too much, but I believe that each episode is anthological as opposed to the entire season. Hopefully it is, because I would like another Black Mirror type-esque show that's actually done well, and this one looks like it could be. And on April 12th is Paranormal Activity 4, in case you want to make fun of a movie, because I haven't seen it, I'm not going to watch it, I'm sure it's bad. And to Hulu, I started Wu-Tang: An American Saga on accident. I finished watching the U.S. versus Billie Holiday, which, by the way, Andra Day is excellent in. The movie's okay. There's only a few scenes that's amazing. But Wu-Tang started playing, and I don't know why I've always been reluctant to watch it, but it's really good. I love it. I'm going to watch the rest of episode 3 after I'm done with this. That's it for Hulu for the next 2 weeks, even though that show came out a year ago. HBO Max. On April 6th, Season 1B of Gendy Tartakovsky is Primal. I know nothing about this show, but it's high rated, and it looks like the same artist as the guy who did Samurai Jack. It looks very similar. I'm interested. I don't know what it's about, but it's called Primal, and Season 1B is going to be a release, which means Season 1A is already on HBO Max. And on April 10th is The New Mutants, in case you want to watch an X-Men movie that was done terribly, that was pushed off, that should have been released 4 years ago, was originally supposed to be more scary, but the producers said no, which is very annoying, but I watched it, and it's okay. It was the first movie I watched during COVID in a drive-thru. Pretty good. No, not good. I don't know why I said that. It's not good. It's not terrible. Anya Taylor-Joy is great. Macy Williams is always a pleasure. She plays a direwolf in it. But overall, it's not Poppin. You don't need to watch it. But if you want to watch it, if you're curious, it's going to be out on April 10th on HBO Max. April 11th. I think I'm allowed to go that far, right? Yep. April 11th is The Nevers, the new Joss Whedon show that's going to premiere. I know Joss Whedon is very liked right now, but he makes good shows. So I'm pretty sure he has nothing to do with the production anymore. But the show, it doesn't look that great. I honestly can't even remember the plot, but he makes good shows. I loved Firefly, I loved Buffy, I love Angel, I loved Dollhouse. Not a fan of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., though, so there's that. On April 15th is Infinity Train Season 4. That is a dope-looking show. Again, I never watched it, but it looks dope. April 16th. Bad drum roll. Mortal Kombat, the new movie. That's exciting. April 17th, Dark Knight Rises, even though I thought it was already on there. And on April 18th is a miniseries called Mayor of Easttown, starring Kate Winslet. It is a whodunit in a small town. Someone gets murdered. Looks pretty good. And finally on Netflix, on April 10th is a movie called The Stand-In, which stars Drew Barrymore as a Drew Barrymore-esque type, but bitchy. She could be in real life, I don't know. And she plays another character that looks exactly like herself, except I think she just has some makeup of a bigger nose or something. So there's that. On April 11th is a documentary called Diana, the interview that shook the world. I'm pretty sure it has to do with Princess Diana. I'm not going to watch it. It's a documentary. On April 15th is The Master, directed by Paul Thomas Anderson, which is my least favorite Paul Thomas Anderson film, but it's still worth watching if you're a PTA fan. And on April 16th is Crimson Peak, which was directed by Guillermo del Toro. It is, I guess, horror, but not scary. Tom Hiddleston, Charlie Hunnam, Mia Wazowski. I can't pronounce her name, but I like her a lot. In fact, Haven't done that in a while. I don't know why. I really like her a lot. Ron Howard's Rush, the movie Rush, which has not Skarsgård, Chris Hemsworth as a race car driver, and Zemo from Falcon and Winter Soldier. I never finished this movie. However, it is very high rated, so it must be good enough. So check that out. Fast and Furious Spy Racers Season 4 Mexico. I just really wanted to say that title. No, I'm not going to watch that. If it was a Fast and Furious movie, I'd watch it, but I'm not going to watch that. I'm pretty sure it's an animated TV series for the kids. And finally, a movie called Synchronic. I don't know what it's about. I'm staying away from it. I know it does star Anthony Mackie, but I like the writers and director. I will be doing an episode all on its own on that, so I tell you about 2 other films that are really, really good. That's it. Today was pretty easy. And I don't think too long. You guys have a great day. I had to steal that from my friend John, even though he's stealing from Tim the Tool Man Taylor. Doesn't matter. Subscribe!